Okay, so I've just got up and read a message on one of my YouTube videos, and it said about basically that an elder told us about the paedophile, and that's changed, and that rule has changed, not to tell. So basically, they say the comment was, I think it was just misunderstood in what we've been saying. That we were told by one elder that there was a paedophile in the congregation, because that now happens because of bad publicity. That wasn't the case with us. So I thought I'd put this on here now so you realise how bad it actually is. The elder who came and told me about the paedophile knew what danger he was, and he shouldn't have told me that he was a paedophile. Other elders told me that that elder shouldn't have told me that there was a paedophile in the congregation. That elder moved house. It was apparently to be close to his family, but we know it wasn't. He moved house because of the paedophile, and another elder was seriously thinking about moving because of the paedophile. The elder that told me there was a paedophile did it in a bit of... Did it? Yeah?
Hamster hasn't got out yet, has it?
No.
Because up against the wall where I'm sitting on the sofa, I can hear that same noise. There's something between ours and next door's wall.
Okay, well, I'm just making a video, darling.
Okay.
Ree's just told me that she thinks the hamster's escaped again. Anyway, so basically the elder that told me that the guy was a paedophile told me it just happened in one meeting. The guy had come, sat down at the back, clocked me, and just started having a conversation with me. He knew I had children. That's why. He obviously thought he was going to get away with becoming my friend and befriending my family, as he was doing out on ministry, but do it in the Kingdom Hall without me being told. But this elder, a good elder, saw what was going on, came straight over to me and told me, and he seemed a bit out of sorts, a bit panicky about it. He was clearly upset about it and angry. I think he knows more about this man than others, because some really seem to really not like this man, and these were the ones who were in the local area longer. So, I mean, the guy went to prison for whatever he did. He was on a tag for whatever he did, supposedly on a tag, but whatever, he went to prison. He was still having thoughts about children and allowed it in the Kingdom Hall. There was times when he wasn't watched and he'd come over and stand near the children and talk to them and be near them. That's how paedophiles get the jollies, just by being near them. There's nothing I can do. I can't tell the police that he's been near children. There's nothing you can do, because apparently he's not on the sex offenders list. And I can't say, well, someone told me that he said he still has thoughts of children. What I know and what I've experienced, the man is 100% a paedophile, no doubt about it. And other people in the congregation were coming forward and telling me, who weren't elders. So yeah, I was told even that he wasn't a paedophile. They lied to me, and when I told them that I know, they said, you shouldn't have been told. There you go. There you go. That's the truth about what happened. Just so you all know how disgusting it is. We weren't supposed to know about this man and what he was doing. Isn't that nice? So if anybody who stumbled across this video right now is a Jehovah's Witness, get the hell out, because when the shit hits the fan, and one day it will, do you want to be associated with that Kingdom Hall? Do you think your neighbours are going to be happy with you being associated with an organisation that harbours paedophiles and doesn't tell people about paedophiles? That was a big worry for me. I can imagine my neighbours finding out that there was a paedophile in the hole that I knew about it and still took my children. Why the fuck I did it? Well, I was brainwashed and thought that we were okay and safe. I mean, nothing would have happened to my kids while we were there, because we were on the kids like flies on shit. There was no way them kids were going to be alone. We had to go to the toilet with them, and it got so, the last about a year of it, it got so stressful because we couldn't comment, we couldn't pay attention to the meetings. I couldn't pay attention to the meetings at all because I was so angry. You know, you go to a meeting, you're constantly watching your kids, you're constantly looking over this paedophile, you're constantly with your children. When the meetings are done, you leave the meeting straight away. You can't talk to anyone properly without gripping onto your child's hand, and you can't give them the full attention because you're constantly watching this paedophile. Where is he? Where is he? What is he doing? Because the truth is, when the elders aren't there, he'd wander over. When the elders were there, he'd wander over, and he'd hobble, do his fake little hobble, and he'd get near the children, and then he'd stop and sit down near the children because, oh, his legs are aching. Even though he could have gone that distance to go to the exit, he decides to go all the way around past the children to go to the exit. Just a bit obvious. Anyway, we shouldn't have known there was a paedophile in the congregation. They weren't supposed to tell us, and when we found out and they thought we thought, they tried to lie to us. Even elders in other congregations lied to us, said he's not a paedophile, even though they knew he was a paedophile, because I knew the elder that from another congregation that told me he wasn't a paedophile. His wife had told us that man was not allowed in their house when he picked up the book covers that they made. So I know for a fact he knew he was a paedophile. So how can he tell me that? The paedophile was not allowed to take photos in the Kingdom Hall, but he was allowed on Zoom. And if you've got kids on there, he was allowed on there. That's why we went on Zoom. That's why we were pushed out. He was given higher priority. They were also told me that they were worried about being sued by the paedophile for defamation or whatever, because they can't prove he's a paedophile, because he was one and whatever. The guy's a paedophile. They know he's a paedophile. Part of me wishes I was still in so I could get some recordings and catch it all. So yeah, I've got my Joker hair on this morning. I've just woken up. I better go and have my coffee that Marie's made me. I hope you all have a good day. And can get on normally in a world where you know there's a massive cult hiding child abuse. I find it hard to deal with mentally in my head. All the abuse against women, I can see a lot about child abuse, and there's a lot of talk about it, but the abuse against women is diabolical. There's something in me, and in most people, obviously not elders. If I see rape on TV, I get angry. If I see a woman getting hit on TV, I get angry. If I see anything to do with child abuse, things like that, no. If you believe in Satan, I become the fucker. End of. Growing up, I saw my mum getting battered. I was too young, too weak then to do anything. My mum getting beaten up. My mum's a tough nut. I remember she got headbutted in the face blood pouring out of her nose. She went up to the bloke and screamed in his face, "Do it again, do it again." So yeah, I've seen it and been there. I just wish I had more balls back then when I was a kid to do something, but he would have hit me as well. I was friend, yeah. She was hit by different boyfriends. But anyway, it should be allowed to go on, and the cult needs to stop. So yeah, sorry for a negative video, but that's life. Life is real. We've got to be real, and yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna have a good day. Got to take Marie to a cleaning job. I'm gonna go and pick up Red Dead Revolver on the for the PS3, which is quite cool. Probably won't get a chance to play it. And as for Marie saying I don't do DIY, I had loads of pallets that I took apart, because I just do it for hobby, taking pallets apart. I was weird. I collect pallets and take them apart. I don't even know what I'm going to make. I'm addicted to it. So I've got loads of wood that I've taken apart, and I built decking out the front of the house and built a couple of plant pots. So there's some DIY done. One coffee this morning, that's one down. Decking, how many cups of tea or coffee do you think that's worth? Put in the comments how many cups of tea or coffee do you think a decking out the front is worth with 2 plant pots.